The advice and opinions expressed by Dr. Granpeesheh and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. My husband suggested I write to you. Our 7-year-old is still sleeping with us. I will be honest, it is the only way that I can get him to sleep through the night. If I spend hours getting him to bed in his own bed, he still wakes up around 2 a.m. and gets into our bed. I'm so exhausted, I let him. I'm sure you will tell me I'm doing it all wrong, but I need my sleep. I bless this mom. I need my sleep too. My husband is done with co-sleeping and threatening to move out if I don't become willing to work on this. Help.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I kind of want to put the dad to work.
Well, I mean, it's you both need to work on this, right? So, and I appreciate that probably dad is like going to work or something and he's saying, I need my sleep, but you need help with this. And I think that's where this starts, is that you need a period of time. And I would say minimum 3 nights, maximum like 3 to 5 nights, where you either have a lot of people helping you or you can take time off and just deal with this. Like, in other words, it's not something that just happens routinely. It has to happen while you are able to sleep during the day. Like, think of it that way. You will be awake during the night. Like, prep yourself or get the village in there to help. Because excuse me, at 7, this has actually become an ingrained behavior already. And what will happen, you can reverse a few things right now. Like, you can go and sleep in a cot in his room, and then you can gradually move your fold-away bed away from him in his room. If you're in his room, he probably won't get up to try to come to your room, and also don't let him, like, close the doors, right? And just lock your own personal bedroom where your husband is sleeping, or if you trade, and stay in his room. He'll be fine and he'll sleep there. And then the goal is to gradually remove you from his room. So over a period of months, you can very, very gradually move your the fold-away bed 1 more inch closer to the door, and then stay in the doorway for weeks and then gradually exit. That is like the easiest, like the most, the least stressful way of doing this, the longest, right? A lot of people will just do it and then will let the child have a tantrum or do whatever it is that they do at 2 o'clock, but will not allow them, will walk them back to their room. That's the other thing. But the bottom line is, you're awake. You're going to be awake, which means that during the night, you need your sleep. During the day, you need your sleep. So first thing, get your team, which should include your husband. But if that's not possible, then get at least 1 or 2 other people who can help you. And if you don't have family members who can help, friends or family members, depending on where you are, you could apply for and get sleep intervention, respite care, which are people kind of like when you have a person come and help, or like a nanny, or what are they called? The ones, like
a night nurse for
a night nurse for the
an
first
older person.
Yeah, that too, right? Senior care or night nurse or something like that. But you'll need something like that for a week at least, right? So that you are getting enough sleep to be able to follow through this intervention. And so basically it is the opposite. Now, what you are trying to do is you are trying to make sure that if he wakes up at 2 a.m., there's no reinforcement occurring. That means no fun games, no walking over and sleeping in a more comfortable place in between mom and dad, no food, no turning on the lights. Right. No, nothing. So everything remains the same, but in the morning, and you can gradually shape this. So like you could, let's say he wakes up at 2 and refuses to go back to sleep. Make sure that you, around 6, will get up, will reward him. Don't even interact about the fact that he didn't sleep. 6 a.m., wake him up, give him breakfast, do all the things, and keep him awake during the day so that the next night he's a little bit more tired. But make sure you keep him awake. Don't let him nap in the afternoon. Yeah. Don't let him fall asleep at 6 p.m., whatever it is. Get him on the schedule. We tend to get on the schedule faster. And the more tired he is, the less likely he will get up and walk over to you at 2 a.m. Yeah. So, and that's one scenario. Another scenario is he'll wake up at 2, he'll have a fuss for 2 or 3 hours, and then he'll fall back asleep at 5. Wake him up at the regular time, 6 or 7, whenever you want him to wake up. Give him breakfast. Just get him on a routine. Act as if nothing different has happened, because the more important part of this is keeping the day routine the same. Yeah. Do not modify the day schedule to accommodate his lack of sleep. Remember, if he doesn't sleep, it's a good thing, because he will get tired, he will sleep. Yeah. So that's kind of how it is, but start with getting help, because you cannot be the one doing this 3, 4, 5 nights in a row.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We hope to see you there.